Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Singapore has the world's most powerful passport. For the first time, a country from Asia is holding the topmost rank. And for quite some period of time, it was Germany, which was at number one position. And since January 2017, Germany and Singapore, so both were holding the first position. And now, very recently, Germany has been slipped down to the second position, and Singapore has ranked at number one position. So this is a really wonderful thing. And very recently, Paraguay, a country in the South America, it has announced that the restrictions have been removed for the people from Singapore. That is the reason why it has achieved the topmost position. So, but what about India? India was at 78th position last year, and now it has come down to 75th position, meaning so there is an improvement with respect to Indian ranking system. And regarding that, I have the information. I'll show you that information. Kindly remember, all these years it was Germany at number one. And now, for the first time, Singapore, meaning a country from Asia, has a top of this particular list. Now have a look at this. Look at this. Singapore has the world's most powerful passport. This is the first time by an Asian country. India figuring at 75th position, 3 notches better than its previous ranking. Last year it was at 78th position. Now it has come down to 75th position. There is a slight improvement. It's good. And with respect to visa free score, for Singapore, the visa free score is 159. And for India, the visa free score is 51. So according to the Global Passport Power Rank of 2017 by Global Financial Advisory Firm, Orton Capital, Germany is ranked at second, followed by Sweden and South Korea in the third place. Just leave it now. For the point of examination, at this moment, Singapore is important and Germany is also important. Why Germany is important? Because all these years, Germany has been ranked at number one position, right? And starting from January this year, Singapore and Germany are placed at the first position. And for the first time, Singapore stood at number one and Germany has been slipped down to the second position. That is the reason why Germany is also important. Otherwise, look at the question very carefully. So which country's passport is considered to be the world's most powerful passport? Right? At A, it will be given as Germany. Don't go by Germany now. Now it is Singapore. Clear? Now, so with respect to Paraguay, it removed visa requirement for Singaporeans. So what exactly is this? So now, as a world is becoming, this a global village, in fact. So the communication system is very, very easy now. At the same time, the travel from one country to other country should also be made very, very easy. That is the reason why most of the countries in the world today, including India, so we are offering visa on arrival facility. Otherwise, what happens? So they have to take the visa from their respective country and they need to undergo very stringent process. So then they can visit some other country. So, but when it comes to visa on arrival, they can straight away purchase the ticket with a valid passport. They can travel and they can land in some other country. And after landing in that country, then they can take the visa. So it will be taking some 3 to 4 hours time. So, but otherwise what happens, the process has become so easy now, and India has allowed so many countries with respect to, this visa on arrival. It's really a beautiful thing, and it should be adopted, but enough security measures must be taken because right, if this is the facility, even the terrorist will also travel like this, anti-social elements will also travel, anti-constitutional elements will also travel. That is the reason why the governments must be careful by taking little care. If you permit more visa on arrival, that will also increase the tourism in the respective countries, right? And India also relaxed its norms, and for various countries today, India is offering visa on arrival. Look at this now. So Paraguay removed visa requirements for Singaporeans, propelling Singapore's passport to the top of passports index, most powerful, ranking in the visa-free score of 159. Since early 2017, the number one position of Germany is shared with Singapore. It's a testament of Singapore's inclusive diplomatic relations and effective foreign policy. India, which was listed at the 78th position last year, has improved its ranking. Now, India is figuring at the 75th position, right? India's rank is also important for the purpose of examination. And India's visa-free score is 51, right? Now, so next concept, what we discuss now is the CarbFix. What exactly is this? So many times during our classes, we have discussed with respect to global warming, climate change, right? So very recently also we have discussed. And we understood the reasons for all these things. So now this is the time that you need to contain. So if you look at these gases that are being emitted, so the most dangerous one is considered to be carbon dioxide. And you need to contain this. But how do you contain this? So though the technology is improving, so there is a definite emission of carbon dioxide. But since the year 2007, a new methodology has been adopted in a country called Iceland. So a procedure has been adopted, and through that procedure, so you can capture the carbon dioxide, you can transport the carbon dioxide, and you can store the carbon dioxide beneath the earth. So in the basalt rocks, so this carbon dioxide can be stored there. So what is the meaning of this? So when you are generating electricity or any other industry is working, definitely there is an emission of carbon dioxide. So through the technology, you can capture that carbon dioxide and mix the carbon dioxide with the water and see that it will be transported to the lower layers of the earth, and it will be reaching the basalt rock, and there you can store it. So meaning you are trying to reduce the carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere. Already lots of carbon dioxide is there. So this mechanism is stopping you to add more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Meaning once this technology becomes successful, there is an idea that it will be implemented throughout Europe. Plus, it will also be implemented throughout the world. So the meaning is simple, because there is a climate change, there is a global warming, and carbon dioxide is playing the most destructive role in all this. Now a new mechanism has been adopted, and lots of funds are being this used for this particular technology and experiments, and hopefully very soon it is going to be very successful, and so many countries are going to adopt this. Already the process has been started in Europe. Once it is done, so you can stop addition of more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, right? So we have discussed something like sustainable development. Hope you remember this. So right, so we are on this earth and we are living for a few years, right? And what are the resources that are available? So we can make use of those resources effectively, and you have to give a healthy earth or healthy globe to our next generations, so that they will not be affected in futures. Am I clear? So that is the basic idea, and lots of experiments are going on throughout the world, and hopefully it is going to be a huge success. And maybe so within coming 15, 20 or 30 years, that's also going to be implemented across the globe. That is called CarbFix. I'll show you the document now. Have a look at this. Look at this. This is a collaborative research project led by Reykjavik Energy that aims at developing safe, simple, and economical methods and a technology for permanent carbon dioxide mineral storage in basalts. Meaning is simple, you are trying to capture carbon dioxide, transport the carbon dioxide, and store carbon dioxide in the basalts. And it was found in the year 2007, and this is the University of Iceland, and this was in collaboration with the University of Iceland and Columbia University. So the first pilot injections took place during the project, and it was demonstrated that the solubility trapping of carbon dioxide occurs immediately, and then injected carbon is trapped in minerals within a few years using the CarbFix injection method in basalt hosted storage reservoirs. What is the meaning of this? Now you'll understand. Have a look at this. The Carbfix2 project aims on moving the demonstrated CarbFix technology from the demonstration phase to a general and economically viable complete CCS chain. Meaning is simple, experiments, demonstrations have already been done on the name of a CarbFix technology. Now, in order to make it a reality in an economical manner, CarbFix2 project has come into the picture. Kindly remember, tomorrow in any examination, there may be a question. They may ask you, what is CarbFix2? All right, very, very, very important. So this is a general and economically viable complete CCS chain. What is the meaning of CCS? Have a look at this. Carbon capture and storage. So it can be used throughout the Europe and throughout the world. I'll give you more points regarding CCS. Kindly remember, CCS stands for carbon capture and storage, meaning you are trying to capture carbon dioxide, transport it to the lowest levels of this earth and store it. Look at this. And this project has received funds from European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Program. Look at this. Now have a look at this. What is CCS? Carbon capture and storage is a technology that can capture up to 90% of the carbon dioxide emissions produced from the use of fossil fuels in electricity generation and industrial processes, preventing the carbon dioxide from entering the atmosphere. Very, very, very important. So at the time of this emission itself, you are trying to capture the carbon dioxide. Am I clear? So if you are capturing means you are preventing carbon dioxide from entering the atmosphere, meaning in the initial levels, you are trying to reduce the more addition of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This. Furthermore, the use of CCS with renewable biomass is one of the few carbon abatement technologies that can be used in a carbon negative mode, actually taking carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. So that is the stage number 2. And the CCS chain will consist of 3 parts. Look at this. What are these 3 parts? Number 1, capturing the carbon dioxide. Number 2, transporting. Number 3, storing the carbon dioxide securely. Securely means that should not be released once again. Am I clear? So meaning is simple. So this chain consists of 3 parts. Number 1, capturing the carbon dioxide. Number 2, transporting the carbon dioxide. Number 3, securely storing the carbon dioxide emissions. Underground in depleted oil and gas fields are deep saline aquifer formations. So there is a possibility of this question in any examination. They may ask you to write about CarbFix2 projects. CarbFix, it was demonstrated over. So now you are going to make it a reality, and this is going to be implemented in Europe first, and after that, that will be spread across the world. After all, so this is all because of this. The emission of various gases into the atmosphere, and one of the gases is carbon dioxide, so which is really this destroying the atmosphere. That is the reason why. So this is a mechanism where you are going to capture, where you are going to transport, where you are going to store it securely. That is the basic idea with respect to CarbFix2 project, right? And that's all for the day. I'll stop at this stage, and I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a very, very, very good luck. Take good care. Good night.